You know, there might be too many lights in here. Let me... Oh. Give me just a moment here, guys. I'm like trying to calibrate myself here really quick here. I should have done this before before starting this stream, but it's like needed to happen now. Of course, as soon as it starts streaming. What the heck is that? Hello! What is this? What the heckies? How we doing now? Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. That's why it's all of a sudden doing this. This is like what I kind of miss the Quest Pro for. It just kind of worked. Face tracking wise, it just kind of worked. I'm going to take you guys along with me here. What? Here we go. Hey Zyrix, welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Who's our pink pony? Never seen them before. Never understand why this... Hey Darius, welcome on through. Let me get the chat going here. Where is the chat system thingy? So many apps at the bottom of my screen here. Technically, Hayo used to have things a long time ago, when I used to be a pony character. There we go. Oh my goodness! Foxbox! Delta Vaded, hello there, how you doing today? Foxbox, how you doing? It's been forever since I've seen you. Hi. There's a lot of ponies showing up today. I've never seen them since yesterday, and all of a sudden now they're just kind of showing up. Really cool to see you guys. I'm starting to get a eye strain for some reason. I think the headset might be out of calibration. Hold on. Where's the calibrator? Oh, there it is. It took forever to come up, but there it is. Calibrate. All right, here we go. Calibrate. Okay, it did not adjust the eyes. Something's not right because my eyes are hurting a little bit and it doesn't usually happen. Okay, you're turning off. That's enough. Is it even on? Okay, we're just gonna do it without the waste today. I'll figure out. I think I know why that tracker is doing that. It's a really old tracker. I got it for really cheap. Can't Can't stay long, but wanted to let you know that we have an NARA meeting this Saturday at 20 UTC. I will have to see if I can make that. That'd be really cool. I've been meaning to get back to one of those again. But I may or may not be able to do that because Saturdays are usually pretty busy for me. So, but if I can, that'd be amazing. I definitely have to get my, what is it called? My Resonite going again. I have not tinkered with that a whole heck of a lot. I kind of need help getting it set back up. Because it's so out of date right now. Whew. Right. Ah, White Wolf, look at that. It's working. Look, that's you. Nice. Heck yeah. Cookie. Cookie. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious. Alan Phipps says, it's not a Ohio stream without something going wrong. I know, right? I have so much jank going on. It's amazing. Darius says, seems like troubles. A brewing on the technical side today. I mean, like every day that I stream. I kind of... So I fixed one thing, right? I fixed one... Hold on. Tracking. No, I want that. Float. There we go. I fixed one thing. So for the longest time, I have a bit of a big schnoz in real life. So one of the things I've been having trouble with this Varo Arrow is that they have this really small nose cavity for, well, your nose. And for the past 3 months that I've been wearing this thing, it's basically the entire weight of the headset rests on the bridge of my nose. And that hurts. It makes it really hard to want to wear this. So today I did something that may or may not have been silly, and I may or may not have completely destroyed the resale value of this headset, but I took the nose bridge piece out, which is literally just a thin piece of plastic. I don't even know why it's there. But I took it out. It did nothing to the functionality whatsoever, and now it's super comfy now. Actually, Foxbox, I've been... Yo, how do I get my pony on there? If you give me a... so I can't put, like... hold on, I'll get to that in a second. I have been on Resonite since the splitting, and I have also seen other people... Because I've gone through probably 3 headsets since then, too. Performance and PC specs and stuff like that have improved significantly since then. So frame rates, I've been seeing Cynic, if you know who that is. Cynic has been showing me Resonite, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting like 90 FPS right now in the home world, like the default home world, which is impressive because the default home world is kind of busy, actually. And I'm like, dang, or at least I think it's the default homeworld. It's the one I started off in. And I'm interested in getting back into that. So that'd be really cool. I need to figure out how to get either I think I just stick with my Diwali because I already have it in there. I just have to update his textures because he's like super yellow right now. I did fix that to make him more orange like this. But I am just for some reason super lost on changing his textures to be more like he should be. So after I fix that, which hopefully won't be too hard, I could probably even just YouTube it. I probably could YouTube it, or maybe even ask Cynic for it, or you if you're up for it. And then I can join those things again. That'd be really cool. And then maybe also see if I can get myself into more Resonite meetups and stuff. I've been seeing a lot of cool stuff happening in those. What is Resonite? Resonite is, how do I say? It's how would you say? Open source? It's kind of like VRChat, except you can do so much more in it. It's like, I have a hard time explaining it because I don't play it enough to fully tell you. But like, if you think about Unity, right? Think about Blender. You can just like, I think you can technically even skip Blender. You can skip Unity. Everything is done inside the game, live. So if you want to change the textures on this avatar right now, you open the menu and do it. It's really cool. You can access your I think it even has like default. It has the ability to stream to Twitch with a chat in your view, everything right within the game. It's free. I don't think there's even a way to fully donate to the support of it, although I feel like that should be a thing. I hope it is. It's really cool. Unfortunately, its user base is a little on the lower end side, so sometimes it's hard to get in there or want to be in there. But like if you find the meetups and stuff, like for instance, Foxbox here is talking about the NARA, which is a radio meetup for people who like radios and stuff like that, or have ham radio licenses or GMRS or FRS, whatever. And you can like, because of the way that Resonite is, you can actually like interact with real world peripherals from the game. So you can code the game to interact with real life stuff. And I don't play it enough to fully explain that part, but I just find that mind-boggling that like you can just like, you can hit a button and it boots up a radio, transmits out to freaking somewhere miles and miles away, not via the internet, but via the radio waves. Someone else picks it up, sends you back a message and says, "Hey, I heard you." Like, that's cool. They have a Patreon. I'm gonna have to look into that. That'd be really cool to do that. No, it is incredibly cool. Creeper says, just so you know, the saying system won't activate if there's more than 20 words in a sentence, but it just stops it from taking over the stream. But I'll read it for you. Creeper says, "Okay, about to get turbo busy at work. Please DM me the instructions on getting my pony model up there, please." Will do. I can't help but feel like the microphone is being a little extra pushy today. I'm not sure what changed. Is that thing on there still? Gary says, "You sound like my old teacher." I've been getting kind of like goofy responses to the fact that I'm wearing a sweater now and the glasses. I've been getting called like a reverend recently too. A teacher, a reverend, all those things. Creeper says, "I'll still be here, just not able to respond." Gotcha. Real Foxbox says, "I got to go. Bye for now. Hit me up about setting up that avatar." Absolutely will do. Thank you, Foxbox. You're amazing. Funny thing, guys, did you know that because of Foxbox, I actually forget the initial interaction. I think it was just like, "Hey, I'd like to try Resonite," and then Foxbox was like, "Hey, give this a shot." So we did, and we set up my my avatar for the very first time, at this point, like a couple years ago. But then I got myself into Resonite, and we had a nice little party. Everyone just kind of...
Oh shit, there goes the channel. Proxel Foxgen just rated with
wow. Proxel, thank you very much. You're awesome, Bean. How I don't know if you're actually streaming or not, but how was your stream if you were having one? Oh. How you doing, Bean? That's awesome. What were you playing today? Yo, that's cool. That's a game that I haven't seen people playing in a long time. In fact, I don't know if really anybody even knows what that is anymore. Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. What an awesome game. I tried playing that live on stream where, like years ago, where people could come in and change up the whole place and everything and add their own rides and stuff to it. Long story short, it was not necessarily a super great stream. There were people there, but People were more interested in destroying the world rather than actually creating. I think that's a game where you don't leave the creation open. It's more like, hey, I have a few friends, they'll join me, and then we do it. But leaving it wide open for anybody to do it, nah, I don't think I'll do that again. I'll have to see if I can find my copy. I think it's still on GOG.com. I did at one point have the original installation media, the original CDs, so I could put like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on like super old machines and stuff. Ah, I just thought of something. I don't even know if it'll work. But I have like this really old like plasma. Oh, Darius. Darius has challenged White Wolf to a duel with a buy-in of 0. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, and it starts off with White Wolf making a critical hit. Oh! Darius did one too, but it looks like White Wolf's critical hit was a little bit more strong. Oh no! A miss! Whoa! White Wolf is the winner! And of course, what did you expect? Have at thee! That's an old saying of White Wolves. What did you expect? Awesome work there, White Wolf. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my my mouth tracker today. I don't know what the heck the deal is, but it's having some trouble. It's tracking, but it makes me look sad a lot. I don't know why. Wow. Can I pet the Cheeto? Here, look, you can pet my head. Ah. Yeah. Guys. Hey, Bagel Days. Hey, hi-yo, looking cute. Thank you. Oh, I just realized something. Is it here? There we go. Oh, Bean, don't worry about that. I hop into VR chat sometimes as a desktop user. If you have a webcam on your computer, it doesn't show your face or anything, but if you have a webcam on your computer, you can use it for some faux head tracking. So your eyes will blink, your mouth will open and close. You can sometimes smile depending on the avatar you're using. You can actually put your hands out and wave. But again, it never shows anything about your face or anything. It just uses the tracking data. The only thing is that you kind of have to have a relatively recent computer because it does a lot of CPU calculations to track your face. But if you have a relatively decent CPU, you can do that. All right, Proxel, have yourself a good one. Go do your after stream care. Take care, Bean. Oh, what happened? I don't know what that was. Now I'm frowning again. I need to turn off the frown function. Okay, where are you? Let's see. Options, I think it would be under mouth expressions. Here, let's just turn off frowning. Hopefully. Yeah, okay, let's try that now. Hello, Windows. Hey Zephyr, welcome on through. Sweet, that wasn't a thing when I played. I'll give it a try. Yeah, it used to be a paid thing for a little while, as they were like testing it because it was under beta and they were like making it a paid option. But they have since made it a how do you say, a free thing. So you don't even have to have like VR Chat Plus or anything like that anymore for it. Is there a ghost on your PC? I kind of feel like I know what it is. I've kind of I've been kind of letting my facial hair get a little bit longer, and I think it might possibly be interacting. Like my facial hair might be getting in the way of the tracker or the camera from seeing my lips correctly. So, just for the sake of having proper face tracking, I actually might change my facial hair just to do that. All right, Darius, have yourself a wonderful one, Bean. Thanks so much for stopping on in today. But yeah, Creeper, if you want your avatar in here, let me know. I forget if White Wolf did that one or if I took a character that was already built into the system and just colored it up for him. I forget. But basically there's like 8 or 10 different ponies to choose from. And then some of them are wearing clothes and some of them aren't, so you have to like choose the one that you want. If you look in the system, I don't know if you can do it on phone very easily, but if you do it on a computer while the stream is running, you can actually choose from like 8 or 10 different ponies, and if you find one that kind of like suits the look that you're going for, then I can use that base to create the colors for your avatar, and then I can create a special one. The only thing about that though, I think, is that if I make that on here, it makes it available for everyone to use. You changed the color pattern. Ah, see? I forgot because it's literally been like a month. Like I did that on the last day that I streamed like a month ago and then never streamed again for like a month. Another thing that I did to my Varro Arrow too is there's this like fabric surround that that basically blocks off all light from getting inside the headset so you basically everything's blacked out. You can't see the real world when you have the headset on. I actually don't like that. So while I had the headset apart today, I completely removed the fabric cowling that was on the outside. So now I can look all the way to the left and I can see the room out there, all the way to the right, and I can look down and I can see the real room, which is super nice. And it keeps the inside, like the eye area of the headset, nice and cool too, which is nice. Yeah. Wow. Since I also removed that nose piece in there, the headset can now actually sit a little bit lower, which actually lines my eyes up with the internal cameras a lot nicer. So the eye trackers work a little bit better now.
Wah. 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 Hi-oh, adorable.
What? That's not a wah. What are you doing? Is that a fish? Is that for me? Can I have that? Can I have that? And now she says, how's the Hi-Oh bird? I'm doing wonderful, Bean. I had a really good sleep last night. I was super, like, sluggish yesterday. After the stream was over, I was like, wow, dudes, I'm eepy. Wow. In fact, I was so... No, I'm fierce. Why did I say it like that? I'm fierce. Why? I'm gonna get you. You look like a vampire. Did you know that that Cheetie used to be a Foxo for like the longest time, and before that even he was a dragon for like 2 years. I was a dragon for a little bit, like back in like, when was that? Like, this is gonna date me a little bit. I mean, you guys kind of already know how old I am, but in 2002, I think it was 2002 or 2003, I was a dragon for a while, and then I kind of didn't really fit me. I wasn't really like big dude energy, so I became a little fox, and then I like kind of like just kept that for like 10-15 years going, and then I switched over to a pony for a couple years, and then I switched over to a Navali. And all of the characters that I ever had, the dragon, the Foxo, the pony, always had the little fangs. But when I switched over to a Navali, the option just wasn't there. This one, the Via Volley, just comes with the option to turn it on. So I did. So Io has his fangs back. Good things to numb ankles. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it, Creeper. You're all good, Bean. Dragons are fun, but the Avalia is super cute. I mean, the Foxo was pretty cute, and I actually thought the pony character was really cute too. I feel like the black snoot really kind of like, I mean, the black snoot is kind of like the defining feature of almost all of my characters. Like, if you see the black snoot, it's like, oh, that's Hayo. And I can probably be anything I want, and still people will recognize the black snoot, and the black hands, and the black feet. Yeah. And orange. What'd you guys do today? Anything exciting? It's currently, what is it? 3:45. Wow, it's almost 4 o'clock. Wow. Today is going by way too fast. Holy cow. Like, it was like noon. And it's like, okay, I'm going to stream today from like 2 to 4. And then like I was setting up my facial tracker thing, and then somebody showed up. I talked to them for a little bit. And before I knew it, it was like 2:16. I'm like, whoa, what happened? So then I didn't have time to set up the facial tracker. And now I'm here. And now, after starting at 3 o'clock, because for some reason it still took me that long, because I got myself some lunch, fed Smiley a little bit, made some coffee, and now I'm here. And now it's 3:45 already. I feel like I've only been here for like 10 minutes, but it's 45 minutes past. What's going on? There's only a few people here right now, but it's still a lot of people. If you got to think about that, what is that? 6, 7, 8. There's 8 people here right now. That's really cool. But I have a question for you guys. I'm currently doing this up here, and how do I point? There we go. That up there, or the charity thing. And I want to give you guys like some kind of incentive for that. And I noticed one thing that some streamers do is they have I'll stream for 30 more minutes or something like that if we hit like a goal, right? So our original goal, what was it, 3 months ago, I think we started this, was like 100, right? And obviously with me not streaming for an extended period of time, like I did, we didn't necessarily hit that too quick. But we did though. Yesterday we hit the goal, which is really neat. But now I've moved it from 100 to 110. So it's just a little bit more forward. Just a little bit. And I thought, like, hey, if we go from our current 102, 63, and we get to 110, then maybe we can extend the stream for another 30 minutes. Does that sound cool? that my Discord doing that? I thought that was coming from somewhere else. Hold on. It is my Discord. How do we get to Discord? There we go. Oh, what's this? There we go. No more Discord sounds. I don't even know where they're coming from. It doesn't show me. Darn. Better luck next time, Nanashi. Up, up, and away. There you are. Okay, let's see here. Who's the leader on the fishing game? We got Volley Nanashi in first place with 136,000 points. Random King in second. Wait, that's not the fishing game. Random King doesn't play the fishing game. What is that? That's probably the seed system for the app. Random King actually is here. Well, not here, but I mean, like he's one of the people that watches the most, I think. He kind of sneaks in sometimes. He's a sneaky little bird. Although not little, he's kind of tall, at least to me. He's a tall one. Hey, Mercel, welcome on in. Temperature check. Hold on. How hot is it in here? Whoa, it's getting hot. Hold on. I think I'm actually gonna do this. There we go. It's almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit in here because of this computer. This coming summer is gonna be interesting. I like how they have the from. Am I doing an emotion or something? Rugby freak. I think I may know who that is, if that is who I think it is. But hello and welcome on through. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Great to have you. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow, Rugby Freak 69.
You know, the funny thing is, I've been hearing a lot of people. I would have to say probably mostly adults actually, but they're like, hey, what's this whole new 6-7 thing? It's like, 6-7, that thing. I actually think it's kind of funny only because you have to take into account that, like when we were younger, it was like, oh, 420, 69, 8008 on a calculator. 6-7 is just them having fun, just like we were when we were kids too. Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. White Wolf is going back into the abyss. Good luck. Oh yeah. Rugby Freak says, why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Yeah. That's a good joke. I like that one. That's an old one too. It's also kind of a funny thing. It's like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nom the ankle and hides in Hyotail. Time for lurk in shadows.
All right, Bean. You have yourself a good one. Enjoy your time in the fluff. All right, look at this. Hold on. Can I just cover the whole screen with these? Look at that. These are probably the There are some Avali out there that have some really big wings. These are by far the biggest ones I've ever had, though. I'm really enjoying this avatar, and it's actively being worked on. Well, I think right now it's on hold for maybe about a month right now because there's a lot of real life stuff that the artist is working on. But the one thing that I wanted on this avatar before buying it is having face tracking, and they did it. And I was like, yeah, well, that's what I wanted. I'm buying it now. Creeper says, whew, got super busy there for a minute. Heck yeah, time to relax a little bit. Kick back, put your feet on the table. Be like, yeah, I'm in charge. I'm just kidding, don't do that. But at the same time, like time for some relax. Don't forget to get some water if you need it. Hydration. I need to get, what's it called? I need to get, I have this really large like water jug that's like a gallon in size. And I used to like just have that in here and I would sip from it periodically. I need to get that going again. Because I keep having this issue where I'm like not hydrating enough throughout the day because I'm not filling that up anymore. Oh, wow. Well, thanks so much for stopping in. Who recommended me? That's cool. But hey, good luck at the doctor's appointment. I hope everything checks out a-okay, and I hope you're all nice and healthy. But thank you very much for stopping in. Thanks for the follow, and maybe we'll see you again sometime. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Really? That's awesome. I actually haven't seen her streaming in a little bit. I hope she's doing okay. Although I haven't like been on Twitch in a little bit, just a holiday season and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you, Renuki. You're awesome, Bean. Renuki's a really sweet bird too. She's like my my go-to morning time streamer. Oh, not too long ago. I haven't been on Twitch really for like the past month because of the Christmas season, the New Year season, all that other stuff. Driving all over the place and too much going on. Creeper says, I'm in a small guard shack. Not much room to lounge. I do have coffee and water though. Do you have your own coffee maker in there? That's cool. Rugby says, yeah, she usually is on at 3 a.m. for me here in Vancouver, Canada. Whoa, Canada. That's awesome. We've been having a couple Canadian people coming through here. It's been really cool to see. Actually, we've been having a lot of people from all over the world. We have a lot of time zones that somehow just kind of merge all together here. I really think that's cool. Anyway, Rugby, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Don't want to keep you too long. Get yourself checked out. Make sure you're nice and healthy. Bye-bye. You're a deer. Ah, then you're my dear friend. What? Oh, there's like a little thing on my fluff ball here. That's probably what's doing that. Happy New Year. Happy Noodle Year. That really confused some people. I was like doing that. I was like, Happy Noodle Year. Like a dragon noodle, you know? What do you mean noodle? I'm not a noodle. I'm like, no, it's Noodle Year. It's a joke. It's okay. And it's free coffee. Man, if it's free, it's for me. That's awesome. I love that. Creeper says coffee machine. It's in the commissary right next to my shack. So not too far of a walk. Awesome. Are they like K-cups or is it like a pot of coffee? Do you get like choices? What are your choices? My choice is cappuccino, which is right behind me here. It's a machine. Normal, decaf, and espresso. Uh-oh. You better guard that thing. You're a guard. You better guard it from me, because I'd be grabbing all that espresso. Oh. Oh. Yummy. It has a touchscreen. What the heck? That's fancy. I don't think I'd ever want a coffee maker that has a touchscreen. Well, at home, I don't think I'd want that. That'd be too fancy for me. But at an establishment like a hotel or like a business one, that sounds really cool. It also makes like cleanup a lot easier too if you think about it. A lot of coffee machines either have rubber buttons or hard buttons when it comes to like being a business part of, or a part of a business system where it's being touched by maybe 10. Well, I mean, you just said you like clocked in like 100 people just now. Imagine 100 different people all touching this machine. How dirty it probably gets over that time. But then if you take like a sanitized wipe and just go, and it's just a touch screen, so it's all one panel. You just go across it, boom, clean. That's awesome. I love that. But for my kitchen, I like my standard little auto drip. Or this K-cup machine behind me. It's pretty cool. A security officer. Yes, of course. My license says so. Yeah, they have a sanitation station right next to it. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I already forgot what I called you before. A security... Oh, that's what I said. I said guard. Security officer. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys missed the pincer. Peckies. Ah, good. Oh, another one of the cool things about removing the... Oh, that was an interesting face. Can I do that again? Wow, what? I didn't know I could make that face. What is that face? Interesting. All right. See you soon. Creeper, secure the perimeter. Yeah. How you guys liking the music today? We're listening to some jazz. I like to keep it a little bit more calm. I've been liking this music a little bit more recently. Kind of like more my vibe. I do also sometimes listen to some really hyped up stuff. But I feel like the streams that I do aren't necessarily all that great for that. We try it. We try different stuff. I do like the Nintendo stuff. Like a little nostalgia hit every time you come here. But today we're just listening to some copyright-free jazz. Welcome back. Perimeter secure. Heck yeah. Oh, it's getting so much more comfortable in here now. So it is like, what's the temperature outside? Oh, no wonder it's getting so warm in here. This is going to sound a little ridiculous. It's 50 outside? Wow. That doesn't make any sense. But it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which I don't know what that is in Celsius at the moment. Oh, wow. Brain fart. Wow. 50 degrees outside. There we go. And because of that, it gets really warm in here. So it was getting to like 80 degrees Fahrenheit in here with this PC in here. I don't know, I guess my body heat or whatever. But I have a fan, like a sealable fan. When the fan is off, it has louvers that shut and it keeps the air from outside coming in. But when I want the fan on, I can have it blow air out or in. And when you turn it on, the louvers open and it pushes air in or out. Right now I have it pulling air in, so it's pulling fresh. Oh, who's calling me? Oh, a scammer. Of course. Ain't got time for that. Sometimes I'll answer those and screw with them for a little bit, but I found out that messing around with the scammers, they just end up putting you on a list of like, hey, this person answered. I don't know why they do that. Because like, I already know you're a scammer. Why put me on a list when I'm just going to waste your guys' time? I don't know. Silly things that they do. But yeah, I'm pulling fresh 50-degree air inside right now, which I'm super surprised that that's the temperature. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me test run something. So the scheduling system that I'm trying to do now, it's 76 there. Like outside temperature, I'm talking like in here, inside this room, it was 80. So what am I getting it down to now? Oh, it's still 77 apparently, but the ceiling fan is on, right? Yeah. But anyway, there's a schedule thing that I'm trying to... Wow! Oh, that did not work. Hold on. How do I fix that? I think I gotta do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Well, it's kind of lined up now. Back up a little bit. There we go. Now it should be lined up for the boops. Although the camera is now... How do I fix that? Gosh, it's been like so long since I've streamed that I actually forgot how to do all the setup. There we go. Hi Azuri. Welcome on NBean. How you doing today? We're just having a nice little chill stream here today. So I talked about this earlier today. Didn't really get a response, so I'm going to try again. One of the things we're trying to do now is I'm trying to make it so that I, whenever it comes to timing and stuff like that, I want to be live at 2 to 4. I'm around there. On Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, possibly. We'll see how that works. Brain farting again. Wow. Do I need coffee or something? But if we were to get to our goal, which is up here right now, we changed it a little bit. It was 100 before, now we have it at 110. Something small, achievable, you know? And if we hit our goal for the day, then I'll go for an extra 30 minutes, right? So from 4 to 4:30, and then we'll stop there for the day. Now, that's the idea, but I would like your guys' input on that, and I'll probably also drop like a poll in the Discord so you guys can vote on that. But what do you think? What do you think about that? Oh, if you have like a particular, I love to find webcams and stuff. I actually have a really good one that I'm currently using as my face tracker right now, and don't judge it by its face tracking capabilities. It's literally not designed to do that, but I do believe it's 60 FPS, I think, 1080p, and it's got a really nice wide field of view. So like you don't have to be like super far away from it for it to actually see you correctly. and it's relatively cheap. I think it was like 30 bucks, which is like a steal compared to like what a lot of cameras go for these days. Like a cheap 1080p 30 FPS a Logitech camera is like 100 or 120 bucks right now. Like, I don't know what is going on with that, but it's weird. I miss rating to you. So the target creeper, the target is 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm leaving my little schedule that I'm creating for myself with this to be open so that I can start sometime around 12 and then go all the way till 4. But I'm trying to make it so that 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or PM Eastern Standard Time is like a hard cutoff. And the reason for that is because Smiley kind of gets off of his work right around that time. So like from 4 to 4:30 or so. I think he usually gets off around 4:30 or so. So if I get off at 4, that allows me to like have a moment to like recoup myself a little bit. I know that might sound really stupid, but I have to do that sometimes. And then everything will be smooth. But if I do like this little goal thing up here and we have that, then we can go from 4 to 4:30. And then maybe it'll work out. I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool. But I think having a hard cutoff at 4, which I'm already breaking, by the way. But if I did a hard cutoff at 4, that'd be like perfect to give myself some time, but also give like the ability to have like a little goal incentive, you know? But ideally, if I have the time, I would be live earlier than 2 o'clock. It's just that I'm trying to hit a target of going from 2 to 4. And I was going to do that today. But I lost track of time somehow. Like today has been going by incredibly fast. I'm not sure why. My poor little Avali brain. It's like, whoa, I don't know how to do time. 10 minutes? No, it's 45. Yeah. I mean, it's like what I do. I really like to what is it called? Raid. I like to raid out to Cynic a lot. That he's a really nice bean. I like him. So and I don't know. I feel like he needs more viewership too. So he's like perfect because like he starts right around like what is it like 3:30 or something. It's like the perfect time. He's just starting, and then I can raid out to him. Sometimes I try to raid out to Rich O'Neo, but I feel like his times that he's streaming don't really match up for doing that. Like sometimes he's streaming a little bit earlier. I think he's moving to a later time. I don't know. Anyway, that's too much information for you guys. I don't want to dump all that on you. Yep, currently get it. Unwind and give smiley boops. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I will say the eye tracking is working so much better on this headset today. Yesterday, when we were streaming, I kept doing this. And no matter what I did, it wouldn't really open. Now it's kind of like just doing what it's supposed to do. Are you guys excited about the Steam frame? I can't wait for that to come out. I actually don't care even if I don't get it. I just want it to come out so that there's something relatively close to the Quest 3 to combat meta. Because I was having a conversation with somebody today and they're like, meta is cool in that they're making VR accessible, but they're also making their games, or like not just making their games, but buying up all the VR content creators, not people like me, but like studios. They're buying up all the studios and making it so that they only make the games for the Quest. Which also means that almost all the games that are coming out for VR are based around phone hardware. So there's a ton of really powerful PCs out there, like mine right now. I mean, I'm not saying that mine's super powerful, but like mine's a decent machine. Way more powerful than a Quest for sure. But there's not really any games for VR that I would go out and buy right now, because the amount of games that are available for PC or on Steam, like there's a few ones that are really good, but there's not a ton of them like there is on Meta. If you really want to enjoy VR, you have to basically buy a Meta headset right now. And then when you buy the Meta headset, again, you're buying phone hardware basically to do the VR. So the graphical fidelity of these games that are coming out are a lot less or a lot slower than if you were able to get that same game on a PC. There might not be all that. I mean, the reason why I hopped off of the whole Meta thing, because I have had all their headsets. I had the CV1, which was that actually technically was underneath Meta. It just wasn't Meta branded yet. Then the Quest 1, then the Quest 2, then the Quest 3, then the Quest Pro, and it is nice. How do I say? But a lot of their stuff kind of focuses around, like, because I don't play the Quest games. I don't care about that. I play VR Chat, and VR Chat on the Quest is not the best. It works, but it's not the best. So I play PC VR, and for the longest time I was using the Quest Pro. But they kept updating it and breaking things and messing with the Wi-Fi hardware to make it so that it was really blurry while you're playing games, or your controllers would freeze or overheat or completely disconnect. And every update would change it. And that's like, dude, I'm getting sick and tired of this. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to get something else. You know, Creeper, if you're looking for a headset where you don't have to worry about the setup, I would just really get the CV1. Unless you want to use the Quest 2 in Quest mode, then you would do that. But if you just want a headset that you can just put on your head and be done with it, the CV1 is super cheap on the used market right now. It has OLED panels in it. It's a little bit blurrier than the Quest 2. But for a headset that you just put on and wasn't necessarily really ruined by the whole Quest ecosystem thing, with the Wi-Fi and I mean, even if you wire a Quest headset to your PC, you're still compressing the video stream, then putting it to the headset. So, like, I would say, I don't know, I did cable my headset once, and it was blurrier than it was if it was on an actual Wi-Fi signal, and that just didn't make sense to me. I don't know why. Onyx. Creeper says, can it connect to my PC? Yeah, the CV1 connects to an HDMI port and a USB port, and then it has the not the base stations, but it has its own, like, it's towers, but they're cameras. They're not laser things. So they're really cheap. They're not laser based. Even these ones that I have, which were cheap when I got them, these base stations that I have here, I think it was 2 base stations and these 2 controllers that I have in my hand, which are called Vive Wands. And I think that was 120 for those 4 things. And it didn't even come with the power bricks for the base station, so I had to buy those. And then I also had to buy the mounting hardware. If you buy a CV1, you can get the entire kit, sometimes even extras, for like 80 or 90 bucks. The entire thing, with the headset, the controllers, the base stations, the wires, sometimes even an Xbox controller for some reason. Like, I don't know, like, it's like you get the whole entire kit, everything you need, for like 80 or 90 bucks. Sometimes even with free shipping. Really cool. And it's one of the headsets where you set it up once, like, you set up your little boundaries and stuff like that. You go through like an initial like setup thing. It shows you off how awesome it is and all that. And then after that, you just put the headset on, and as soon as you put the headset on, it recognizes that there's a head in there, and then boom, it just boots up. You don't have to do anything. No charging. It does have a cable. It's not wireless, but it just works. It just works. And I kind of miss that. Which is why I got this headset. I basically just put this on and it just goes. As long as you can put them on my monitor. The cables are pretty long, and the towers are, I mean, you can look it up on eBay so you can kind of get an idea, but the towers are maybe like a foot tall. So it has a base and a pedestal thing, and then the little cone movable camera thing on it. And I believe they just look for like IR LEDs, which are on the controllers in the headset. So it's not necessarily a camera that can look at you doing stuff. It's just only for seeing IR lights. And you put them maybe like, I think it's like 15 to 20 feet away from your PC's screen. And it'll even guide you through on setting them up correctly, like how much tilt to put on them, the positioning, the rotation, the whole 9 yards. Creeper says, Onyx says, picks up Cheaty and gives cuddles and head pat. Oh, bah. Bah, 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 bah. I don't really trust the used markets. Every laptop I got secondhand, I've had to purge all sorts of keyloggers and backdoors into the system. So whenever it comes, I would just say that's normal stuff. If I ever get a laptop or a computer from an online like sales place, or even anywhere else, if I ever get a used laptop or computer, I always blast out the entire operating system and reinstall all the drivers and stuff. Like, I'm not giving any, like, I even bought like what looked to be a brand new laptop from somewhere before, but it was a I think it was called a pawn shop, but it looked brand new. It looked like it had never been used before. It even had the little sticky tape thing on the screen. I was like, I am buying this from a pawn shop. I'm gonna completely reinstall this thing. Like, it looked like it was a brand new machine. There was nothing on it, right? But I was like, I took the screen thing off, made a Windows 11 USB stick, slapped it on the side, completely reinstalled it, got all the drivers installed, and I was sure that I was not going to have any of that issue. It's... Oh. Excuse me. Well, that's the major issue. My computer is sitting in an alcove, not much room to put anything on mounts points. Well, I guess in that regard, what you could also look into, I would say, let's see here. Okay, so you already have a Quest 2, right? What you could do is, and I can maybe send you a link to one of these cables, but basically it's a cable that plugs into a USB port. It can be USB 2 or 3, doesn't matter. But then it also has like a little dongle kind of towards the part where that plugs into your computer, and you plug your charger that came with your Quest 3, or just a standard QC 3.0, which is called Quick Charge 3.0 connector, and you plug it into this little brick, and that'll make it so that if it's plugged into your PC, it'll still charge and keep it 100%. So then there's a really long 16.5 foot cable, I think, that comes off of it, and that goes in the side of your Quest 2. I don't think it's as quick as just putting on like a CV1. I think you put the headset on, you turn the headset on if you need to, unless you just have it on all the time. And then you open the menu and click a button called Open... what is that program called? MetaLink, I think they call it. It's not AirLink, it's MetaLink. And that will enable you to basically sign into the computer without any type of wireless or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. You have that cable? Is that the one that like when you're using it, this headset still basically dies after 2 hours, or is it the one that keeps it charged the whole time? It slowly dies. Yeah, so that's not the right cable then. I don't know if that's the cable that Meta came out with that does that, or if it's any cable that just doesn't have the power input thing on it. But the power input thing is the thing you need. Because I think even Meta's one, you basically have to have a really special motherboard that has power input specifically for the USB ports for that to not lose power over time. Basically, most motherboards' USB ports kind of top out at about 500 milliamps to an amp. The Quest 2 kind of needs like 18 watts, which is about, what is that, 2.5 amps on a 5 volt rail. But if you have a, which the motherboard isn't going to support, it'll keep it kind of floating a little bit, but over time it'll slowly start to die because it's just not getting enough energy into the headset to keep going. So that's what that little cable, it has a little brick on it, and it has a USB import on a USB-C on the side, and it sends the power not from your computer, it sends the data only to this brick, and then you inject USB-C into the side of it, and that's where it gets its power from. So whatever power brick you plug into it, that's where it gets its power from. And then it sends the data and that auxiliary power to your headset, keeping it fully charged all the time, and then also allowing the data to come from your computer too. And I think those cables are relatively cheap. I think. The ones from Meta are not cheap. It's like, what is it, $100 for that cable? And your headset still dies while you're using it? What were they thinking? I've actually been kind of thinking about, I have that laptop I was talking about. It has a NVIDIA 1650 in it, and I think it's an Intel i5 10th gen, I think, something or other. And I was kind of thinking about setting that up downstairs somewhere along with my Quest Pro, and then I could like sign into VR chat down there. I don't know what you're doing. Is that ball in here still? Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah, I've no, see, it used to be this hand because the ball was really close to this hand. So I think what's going on is whenever I let my hand like rest at the side of me here, the lasers from the base station are coming towards it, but they're also hitting this this exercise ball, and they're bouncing off of that and then also hitting the controller, so the controller doesn't know what it's doing. Wow, I wonder if that's what's causing my waist tracker to freak out. That might be what it is. I'll try that. I'll just get rid of it. Or maybe move it. Can I move it up there? Oh, I have a spot where I could put it. Nice. Yeah, I'm more concerned about putting on the headset and going rather than having to open apps because I've had to reinstall a bunch of stuff. Sorry, and for some reason I can't figure out what you're saying there. Are you saying that you would rather have the like going via the headset? Yeah, let's talk off stream. That's pretty cool. Well, I mean, it gives me something to talk about. I I don't know. You're cool. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we could meet up sometime or just chat on Discord or something. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool and have it like a nice little secondary space. There are some times that these birds really do get incredibly loud, and I've set it up in a way where the birds really don't, like, I can't hear them as much because I have these headphones in right now, so it's not too bad. I absolutely love these little guys. They are like the epitome of happiness, but when I'm trying to do stuff and they're just absolutely screaming, it's like, okay, maybe having a space away from this room would be really nice. They do make it's a pain in the butt to do it, I think, because I've never done it myself. But if you what is it called? Get developer mode on your headset, you can actually like disable a lot of stuff that's on the headset and then also make it, I believe there's a setting for this. But I believe there's a setting that if you put the headset on, it sees that you're there. It either has like a single button that you hit. Do you want to enable this or not? You hit it and boom, you're in. Like it's one single button, no apps, nothing. Like you just hit it and then go. Or it completely skips the entire Quest operating system and acts only as a PC headset. So you put the headset on and it immediately launches the Meta app or whatever, because I think it's required for the Meta Link software to work. But it launches the Meta Link app, and then you I think you can just launch a Steam game from there, and then boom, you're in. Now, don't quote me on that because I've never done it to my headsets. I like to think that I would rely on the software to just work, but it never did for me. So maybe I should actually give that a shot at some point. Maybe I'll do that when I hook my Quest Pro up to my my laptop over here as like a secondary machine for the living room. Or just actually, that'd be really cool just to have a secondary machine that I could just show people VR in the living room and not this. This headset is only going to work for me the way it's set up right now. No one else can use this properly because it auto fixates on my PPD or whatever it's called, the IPD. Sorry. When I put the headset on, it automatically adjusts the IPD of the vision. Once it does that, it locks to that until I restart the computer. So like if I wanted Smiley to come in here, his IPD is the exact opposite of mine, and him putting this headset on would either look super blurry or just hurt his eyes. Is it cooling off in here yet, or is it just... Hey, it's cooling off in here now. It feels really chilly in here, but apparently it's not. Did you know that if you type "good bot" in the chat, Siri bot will be happy with you? If you're not aware of what Siri bot currently is, it's a bot that a lot of streamers use, and I highly suggest it if you are a streamer, because it keeps all of the scammers and the hate, not how do you say, the hate readers, like people who come in masses and come through to basically spew hate on top of you for whatever it is it might be that you are. Basically, SiriBot gets rid of all of that, so you can be you and be the best you. And SiriBot is here, and I have seen it in the past do its work, but with how I have my setup now, I only see the chat from you guys. If a scammer comes through here, SiriBot boots them so fast that they never even show up here. And this chat doesn't show moderation system stuff, so I actually never see them. Oh my gosh. Look at him. He's talking to the camera. Oh, no, come back. Oh, birdie Jama. Well, here, if you're using your chat the same way that I think you probably are, which is where you see the actual Twitch chat, you will see them get banned. And when they do get banned, you can still make your soundboard. And then you can even say, hey, everyone laugh at the bot getting banned. All the while, you're having to do none of the moderation. You're just looking at it, reacting to it, and then getting back to playing the game and enjoying yourself. Which I really appreciate. Nowadays, I used to make fun of the bots. Or the scammers that would come through here and do that. And to be perfectly honest, those aren't even real people. So whenever you do that kind of stuff, you're not actually gonna get any type of reaction or make them feel bad. It's just literally a computer going to a whole bunch of different streams and posting garbage links to go to scam websites and stuff like that. or the ones where like, oh, get the best viewers here only on this website or something like that. It's like, dude, get out of here. Get the best viewers. My best viewers are right here. Heck yeah. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I think if a bot comes through here, you guys might get to see them get banned. I don't because of how I have this set up, but you guys actually might be able to see it. And it'd be kind of fun if we had like a sound file that we could make where if you see them get banned, you can hit like a button or a command that's to laugh at them. It'd be fun. Mercil says, don't get me started on Roblox scam bots. Not to say anything against anyone out there, I will not be playing Roblox. I tinkered with it for a little bit, most likely because it was just available on every single platform that you could think of out there. It's on everything. It's on PS4, Xbox. I think it's even on the Switch. It's even on Quest 3, Quest 2. You can get it on the Pro. You can get it on PC, a laptop, a tablet. Like, you can get it anywhere. And I was like, man, that's really cool. I want to try that. It's full of kids. At the end of the day, and I know there's other people that play it and they play it with adults. That's cool. That's cool. But I have other avenues to go through, like VR chat and, well, I guess Second Life or whatever like that, if I ever want to mess around with that kind of stuff. It was fun for a little bit, but wasn't really a fan of that either. For reasons. I'm not going to get into that, though. Or Gmod. I still try to get into Gmod every so often. It's pretty cool there. It's hard to find a furry or pony related server on Gmod anymore. They've all kind of moved on to VR chat. Yeah. I think I've tried it actually on like a really craptacular webcam before. I'm pretty sure it's worse than the one you have. If yours is anything remotely modern in like the last 20 years, I had a webcam that was like literally its resolution was 320 by 240. And I used it for facial tracking, or not facial tracking. No, it was facial tracking and stuff. And it still worked. You really don't need a good webcam. It just needs to be at least 30 FPS. 60 FPS is even better, but at least as long as it's 30 FPS, then you're fine. So basically having like good lighting in your room and stuff like that to make sure that the FPS is a decent amount. Because if it's like 15 or 10, your avatar actually will move at that speed. Yeah. I try to stay away from Swamp now. There was a I did definitely make some really good friends via that platform, but I also had some really not so great people come from there, come into my space and stuff. And now that I've made my friends from that platform, I am good. I gotcha. Well, like I said, if you ever have the, oh, I should probably do a hard stop now. Yeah, I do. I think basically the same thing happened to me too. I don't know if I ever told you, but I basically had like a whole nother like account, name, followers, all that. I had like a whole entire thing built up on the internet on a whole bunch of different platforms. And then I came on the Swamp and I was literally just trying to talk to people and have a good time and make smiles and stuff. And people didn't like that. It's like, oh, you're nice. You're a target now. And I ended up completely deleting, not completely deleting, but almost completely deleting my online presence and starting completely fresh. I think I even changed. Did I change Steam accounts? I may have even changed Steam accounts so there was no backtrace to it. And came back on there, and then that's when I became a pony, changed my name the whole 9 yards, and then I completely changed for the longest time how I did online content for a very long time. I basically became a dude who, instead of being cheerful and happy for the longest time, I was constantly taking it like a, yo dude, I don't care about life. I'm cool. I'm deep voice. Yeah. Nothing you do will bother me. You know, that kind of thing. I was like, I wasn't a fan of that, but it stopped people from targeting me. And I can't believe I did that to myself. Like, I completely changed who I was just to be on a online gaming server. Not my real life. My real life, I was still being myself, but like online, I had to change who I was basically just to exist. And I really didn't like that. But then I got out of like Gmod and then went on to like VR chat. And I'm like, you know what? I'm comfortable. I made my friends in Gmod. I made my friends in Second Life. I still have those good people like you. Now, I'm going to be myself again. So I did. And now I'm a cute little Avali. A cute little Avali on the internet. I remember, I mean, you've heard both my accents. I use my German one, so that's just to throw people off my trail. Yeah. But I do have to get going. It is currently time for me to get out of here. I'm past my cutoff time, which is 4 o'clock. It's now 4:40. It's 4:40 now. Which is actually past the donation goal thing up there as well. Oh, free incentives. Yay. I'm probably going to end up doing that anyway. Who knows? It'll just be a fun little thing that we can, it's like, oh, you guys, like, it's like, oh, you guys got the goal. We're going to stream for an extra 30 today. Like, that's just going to be fun to do. That'll be fun. Yeah, of course. So everyone, I hope you have, rain farting. Wow. Hello. Hello, bird. How you doing? You doing good? What you doing? You checking out the camera? Yeah.
And until next time, you guys, stay safe out there.
Yeah. All right, guys. As always, thank you so much for stopping on in today. It's great to have you. If you're listening for over on your workday and having us over on your phone, on your headphones, or on your side monitor as you work the day away, thank you so much for stopping on in today. It's always great to see you all. And I hope to see you guys again soon. There won't be a stream tomorrow. There will be Huawei Wednesday going on tomorrow. Ideally. Probably should make a notice of that because we haven't had one in 2 weeks. But yeah, tomorrow's Huawei Wednesday. So if you guys want to stop in for that, that is cool. In the Space Bird Federation, that is, I believe you can type !Huawei in the chat down there, and it'll give you a link to that if you guys are interested in joining. It's from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. But then we should be back for streams again on Thursday and Friday. I don't necessarily have a plan for that particularly, but like I said, on Monday, I do want to start maybe playing some games live on stream instead of just doing VR chat stuff. This right here is my comfort zone. This is my comfort zone. I love to do this, but I know people like to see video games too, so I'll give that a shot. But until next time, this is Hi-Yo CheetiBird signing off. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you again on Thursday. Bye. Bye. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Mm. Mm, mm, mm.